Hey guys, hope everyone's having a good Friday. So today's video is going to be me kind of digging into the whole Tiger King hot topic right now, right? So I will start off by saying I have not yet watched the Netflix documentary. I believe there's like 4 to 6 episodes or something like that they did on this. I have not watched it. I'll probably do that this weekend or in a couple days. But the reason why I have not watched it is because I know it's all for views, right? It's to get the viewers. It's paid Netflix you pay for. So I don't run to go watch the documentary just because it's a hot commodity right now. And I also know what happens because I know personally with dealing with Rhonda, who also did a Netflix documentary with Pierce Morgan. So I kind of know how it goes. So no, I have not watched the documentary. I have, however, made phone calls and emails and done my own research and digging into the people and the stories. So that's what I would want to talk about. The big thing, that bitch Carole did it. I kind of do think so. But I will not be taking sides in this because I kind of had somebody's side I was going to take, and then I did more research and investigating and talked to some people. I have talked to people close to the characters in here. And there's just so much. So let's start with the first thing that Carole is saying, that there's no way that you could there'd be bones and evidence of her husband if she was to feed him to the tigers. So everyone could go on their Google search and say, do tigers eat human bones? Will tigers eat bones? Not only do tigers eat bones, lions eat bones, cheetahs, leopards, but lions and tigers do eat bones and can eat bones, and in doing so, it actually makes their bones healthier if it's doing something to the bone marrow or whatever, but it actually is healthy thing for tigers and lions to eat and digest bones. So that's out the window already. Then secondly, I want to get into her husband, Millionaire, and he actually owned several planes and also had his pilot license. So then I was kind of thinking, well, maybe he just disappeared on himself, because in doing some investigation, about a year, 7 months to a year before he went missing, him and Carole had gotten into an argument, and she had taken his rifle from him and wouldn't give it back. So he had ended up telling like a friend or something. He told people like, she took my gun from me. It didn't sound like he was necessarily scared, but like I said, I'm going to continue digging into this and I'll make the videos on it and we'll go along like that, but I have not watched the documentary. I'm not going to rush to either. We'll just see how everything aligns, and then of course I will watch it just to know how it goes. But he could have easily just disappeared on himself. He had the money, he could fly, he had the planes. Now, authorities did go. He also had 200 acres in Costa Rica. And authorities went and searched the 200 acres in Costa Rica and found out that it was basically a place for him to have affairs. They said it was his residence to have extramarital activities. So it was his place to fly women and have affairs and all that good stuff. And so that could also have pissed off Carole to go ahead and feed her husband to the tigers, as everyone thinks or is assuming. I don't think it's too far off. I don't think it's impossible, like she's trying to make it, saying that she wouldn't be able to get him in the meat grinder. My family hunts and we have a meat grinder. We make our own venison, ground up venison and Italian and stuff like that. So you could absolutely, I think everyone knows, get that in. And it is a countertop grinder we have as well as what she has. So it is possible. Yes, she has lions and tigers, and don't even get me started on that because they were not kept very well, but they would have eaten the bones, flesh, and all. But she also lives in Florida, where the husband could have been gator food too. So the police do not believe that this was something that he took off and just disappeared on his own. And so the other thing that I have read some court documents too is that Don Lewis actually had many fraudulent and bad business deals. So there were people that were upset with him, and people that had quite a bit of money, and people that were screwed over quite a bit of money. So there's all of that could be in play too. I'm not going to be jumping on the bandwagon with everyone else that, she fed her husband to the tigers. Yes, it is possible. I definitely dug into that. Definitely possible. Maybe. Now, as far as Joe, I am sending him out a letter tomorrow that I wrote and started writing yesterday. And everyone is throwing this hashtag around now of Free Joe Exotic. But however, there are things that I believe he was set up for. I don't think he's in prison for the right things, but I do definitely believe that that guy deserved to do some time for the things that he is very guilty of doing. He's killed tigers, he's drugged tigers and animals, and he has beaten them to their deaths. Okay, so that pisses me off right there. So he definitely deserves some trouble, but is he incarcerated right now for the correct reasons? I'm not 100% yet. So I am currently leaning more on Joe's side, but we'll see how that goes while we start learning more about this and as I dig further into things. And Joe also had a lot of bad people around him. So who knows what kind of situation. When you get mega meth mixed in and a bunch of people that are all drugged up and living off of their friends' money, again, that kind of goes back to like Rhonda and Jimmy. Jimmy was paying for everybody's lifestyle, everyone around him, all these yes men all around. So Joe, same thing. We're gonna dig into this in over like several different videos, and I'm gonna keep digging into it. So right now I'm not jumping quickly into say that Carole fed her husband to tigers and that bitch Carole did it. But it is very possible, and especially knowing he had 200 acres in Costa Rica that authorities are saying were set up for him to have affairs. That could have pissed her off. He went missing in 1997, and the life insurance wasn't paid out until 2002, I believe. So I'm not really sure. Even her, Don Lewis's ex-wife and kids think that she would feed him to the tigers. There's no DNA thing done on the meat grinder or anything like that. So again, it is possible. I'm just not going to be quick to say that that's what happened, with knowing that he was a pilot. He had faulty business deals, a lot of money, and people angry at him over money. So it really could have been either way. So you guys know me. I'm not going to be real quick to judge on that. And then again, I'm going to do a video tomorrow and we'll dig a little more into Joe. I actually have sent off an email to one of his husband's friends, and they did reply, and I'm going to try and get to talk to Joe's husband. So right now he's currently in Fort Worth, and he is being quarantined for he left a jail in Oklahoma that had 4 positive cases of the coronavirus. And so he's just currently, people are saying that Joe has been tested positive and has corona, and that is not true. He is being quarantined in Fort Worth in the medical center because he just left a facility where there were positive cases. He has not gotten a positive test back. And his husband doesn't even think that he does have the coronavirus. He was concerned that he could get it staying where he was, and there was those 4 positive cases. But right now he's just being quarantined in the medical part of the Fort Worth, Texas prison there. So again, ties in, Rhonda's in Texas too. So I'm going to keep on digging in here, because unfortunately the prisons right now are on a 2-week lockdown. So there's no phones, no visitors, and I'm not sure if they'll be doing letters, and it just happened, I believe, on like this week. So I'm not sure if they'll allow them to write letters. I'm hoping that they will still allow the letters, but all phone calls and stuff like that, they're all being quarantined into their cells. So there will be no phone calls for a little while. So I've got some time to dig into this a little bit more. I'll make another video tomorrow digging more into Joe and his husband's life and comparison of the zoos. Hope everyone's staying safe out there, and we will get through this. Be kind to everybody. Don't take this time, and I know everyone's locked up in their houses, to go online, and some people are causing some drama and they do that all the time, but now is a time when people are starting to get bored and everyone's caged up. So let's just remember that we are all human right now, and this time is proving that, and let's just be kind to everyone. Okay, have a great weekend. Another video tomorrow on Joe Exotic. I keep wanting to say Joe Dirt, but Joe Exotic. Bye guys, love everyone.